My best advice for protecting your designs from getting copied on Etsy would be to create something that nobody else can create. Because you have to imagine that the people who are doing copycat designs are people who probably are pretty careless and don't care much about their business, because if they're just going to copy people, you can't imagine that they're going to go very far. So it's probably going to be copying text boxes and simple shapes. So after I realized people were copying my designs, which can be tricky because sometimes you're designing a template that's just simple. Like the item that was getting copied a lot was a letter template for someone to fill out. So it's pretty simple. So what I did in future designs was I started to put proprietary things that were complex things that I created myself that would be really hard for people to replicate. And even if they copied other parts of my design, I tried to make the pieces that I created really make it worth the extra value. And this is kind of like a 1-2 punch, because if you create something that looks better and is more unique, not only can you sell it for more, but it's going to be harder for people to replicate. The reason why it's so tricky is because in order to get something taken down on Etsy, you have to file a DMCA takedown request, and not only is it time consuming, but it has to be like a 1-to-1 copy. So it can just be really tricky. I've spent quite a bit of time in the subreddits of Etsy and trying to figure out what people have done for this, and it just kind of seems like everybody says it's one of those things that just happens and is really unfortunate and is annoying.